My name's Zoe Harder. I am 18 years old and I am in Silverhoof's 4-H Club. Did you know that May is Mental Health Awareness Month? Mental health is our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from being a child to adolescence to adulthood. Today, I will be talking about mental health within adolescence. In other words, ages 10 to 19 years old. First off, we're going to discuss the textbook definitions of two super important terms that I think everybody should know. My first term comes from bestselfwny.org, and that term is mental illness. Mental illness is the disorder of thinking, feeling, and behaving. So I'm going to make a comparison and compare that to depression. Depression is when a couple signs of depression is that a person loses interest. They get irritable very easily. They're not acting the way that they normally would. They're not behaving. They're not thinking the way they normally would. And you can tell that that is a mental illness because they're behaving differently. They're acting differently. And you can't necessarily see the way they're thinking. You can't see what's in other people's heads. But if you know the person that you're trying to quote unquote assess, you have to think, are they acting differently? Do they seem to be feeling any different? And that may help you assess that. My next term that I'm going to talk about is mental health. Mental health is the well-being in which a person can realize their own potential to cope with everyday stressors such as work, school, family, things like that. Both of these terms are very important, and in my opinion, they are two terms that I think every single living human being should be aware of and should know. According to the World Health Organization, 10 to 20% of adolescents globally experience mental health conditions. Yet, although these numbers seem low, which you might think, oh, only 10 and 20%, but these numbers are so undiagnosed and so untreated. And when you're thinking about how undiagnosed so many people are, there may be teens who aren't comfortable sharing what they're going through with you and with their parents to get tested. So that can be a real issue when trying to treat mental health conditions and mental illness conditions. Now, you may be asking, well, how can I help my friends and my family who may be going through a difficult time and may be experiencing a mental illness that they may not know and I don't know if they really are? Well, that's a great question. You can do a lot of things to make sure somebody knows that they're loved and knows that they're appreciated and knows that they're thought for. One is when this quarantine is over, go hug someone. Go hug somebody that you love and make sure that you know, or that they know, that you appreciate them and that you love them and care for them. But with this quarantine and social distancing, please maintain social distancing right now. But one thing that you can do is shoot somebody a text message or call them. Make it personal. Make sure that they know you care about them. Make sure they know they're loved. Thank you.